We're joined right now by Brown Bears' new defensive line coach, Mike Donovan. Mike, how are you?
Doing great, Scott. How about you?
I'm doing great. Well, it's great to have you here at Brown University. You spent the last 2 years as the defensive line coach for Coach Perry at Bryant University. And my question to you is, how similar and or different is coming here to Brown and starting from scratch as opposed to what you did 2 years ago?
Well, I think there are similarities and differences there, Scott. I think just the overwhelming similarity for us is we're familiar with Coach Perry's system, which is play fast, and that's not just talking about guys being fast, but it's also having them execute to the best of their abilities at the highest level they can, and that's that philosophy does not change here with Coach, and on top of that, just getting to know and build those relationships at the school is so important, and we've had that ability here over these past 11 practices so far in spring ball to really develop those relationships with our position groups and build upon and develop those guys and get to know them, which has been nice, here at Brown.
You spent many years also coaching at Harvard, where you were part of some Ivy League championship seasons. And my question is, what were the keys to the Crimson's success in those championship seasons that you can recall, and how do you duplicate that success here at Brown?
Well, I think it was always we were a tough physical team, and those are the great Brown teams that I remember too. Is having that toughness, that physicality. Again, bringing Coach Perry's play fast with us, and developing a fast, physical, tough football team is what we want to do, and build upon, the great players that we have here, and have them perform at the highest level they possibly can.
In terms of characteristics or attributes, someone who plays defensive line for Mike Donovan at Brown needs to be what?
I look at defensive linemen. One is toughness. Those guys got to be mentally and physically tough. It's a position where every play you're making contact with somebody. You're dominating the line of scrimmage. You're coming off the ball and looking to knock back the guy across from you. So toughness. Got to be somebody that's dependable. That's going to be somebody that knows what he's supposed to do, when he's supposed to do it, and execute it the way he's supposed to do that. Those are the two biggest things for me, is being tough, being dependable, and then giving great effort, giving great effort, having a great motor out there on the field, never letting up on a play.
You guys just wrapped up spring football. How did that go? And from your perspective, any guys at your position that stood out to you?
Yeah, I think I'm really excited about the group. We got a lot of guys who have played before, and then we also have some newcomers that are going to be in the mix as well. Obviously, we got returning starter Michael Hoyt, who's done a great job leading the group. Being a senior leader and doing some great things. Elijah Pierre's another senior from Severian in Massachusetts, who's done a great job. We get some other guys as well that are doing great things. Mike Neary, who's a freshman, Cal Flanders, Cam Gagnon, Anthony Mastroni. We got Jared Dahl, who's been another great senior leader for us. So Nate Brown, Ryan Putman, Max Sweet. So those guys are all working really, really hard, and just seeing them grow here and develop as we get going has been fun to watch.
What does being a football coach here at Brown University mean to you?
Well, I'm so overwhelmed and with the history, and I'm so impressed by that. Just seeing, the players that have been here before us. I mean, we walk in every day, into the Barrelson Football Complex, and we see, all those great pictures of the guys that have been here before us, and the tremendous history, the rich tradition of football, and then looking to add on that and looking to carry that on is really important. I have James Devlin, Zach Diassi on my door. So those are two good guys to walk in and open your office door to every day, and just be reminded of the great players that have been here.
Yeah, another one of those former Brown football greats, your boss, James Perry. Greatest quarterback in Brown football history, for my money, maybe the greatest in Ivy League history. So 4 months to go before you guys report back for summer camp. What was your message to your players? What do they need to do these next 4 months so they're ready to go in August?
Well, I think the first thing is bigger, faster, stronger. We are always focused on the task at hand. So when we got here in the winter, it was, hey, we're not talking scheme right now. You guys are in winter conditioning, winter weightlifting mode. You are focused on getting bigger, faster, stronger. Then we go into spring football, and that's teaching them how to practice at the level that we expect. And now we're going into that summer weightlifting mode where, again, we're transitioning back into, we got to run, we got to lift weights, and we got to recover, use the proper techniques to recover, be great with our nutrition. So that's what we're focused on this summer, is getting bigger, faster, stronger, so that when we come back, later this summer, we're better versions of ourselves. We're ready to go for the fall.
Last question. We know how important recruiting is to any sports program. When you're out on the road recruiting prospective student athletes to Brown University and Brown football, what are you selling? What are you telling them about Brown University? What are your key selling points?
Well, I think for me, it starts with the excitement of being a part of a new staff, being here with Coach Perry, a person who's had success here as a player and as a coach. He's won Ivy titles as a player and as a coach, both at Brown and in this league. And then, two, obviously, is the great school. You're coming to Brown, you're getting one of the best educations in the world. Our open curriculum is incredibly unique and something that I think recruits are really responsive to. And then, City of Providence. We get to work in such a great city. Our campus is we have the conveniences of a city to us. There's plenty of things to do, plenty of great places to eat, but at the same time, it's a college campus. You walk outside and there's plenty of green space and places to walk around. You can walk from class over to the weight room, over to the locker room, and I think that's a huge advantage for us, just the layout of the campus and the great city that we're in.
Well, Mike, thank you for joining us, and good luck in your first season in 2019.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
All right, that's Mike Donovan, defensive line coach for the Brown Bears.